Today I am going to unravel everything that you need to know about the monster called Bartholin Cyst. So if today is your first time of hearing this, or you have been wondering and you need information about it, either you are male or female, please, I beg of you, watch this video till the end so you won't be caught unawares. Yeah, welcome to my channel, and my name is Odunayo. Bartholin Cyst has caused women pains and pains and pains over and over again each time they have it. And they could, it's as if there's no help in sight, because this area of women's health is, I would say, poorly researched. So there's little or no information they would get, even from their gynecologist, because sometimes when this thing is asymptomatic, although it's disturbing for women, doctors, especially gynecologists, will just advise you to watch it. But this thing has caused women pain, and I know that by now you're wondering what a Bartholin cyst is. Actually, when you look at the vaginal opening of a woman, there are two glands located at the opening of the vagina. This gland has a duct that leads into the vagina, and what this gland does is to secrete fluid that helps the vagina to get wet. You know, naturally the vagina of a woman is usually wet, and the more aroused a woman is, the more fluid this gland produces. So this gland is what we call the Bartholin gland. And at least for every woman, I've never heard of a woman that does not have it, although there's nothing that is new. It could actually happen. So once over time, or for certain reasons, this duct that leads into the vagina gets clogged or blocked, sort of, such that the fluid that is produced by the gland gets trapped in the gland. And the more fluid that is produced, the more the gland starts to expand and gets big. You know, the more the fluid accumulates into the gland, and then after some time it becomes a cyst. That is, it becomes like a lump that you can touch, although it's usually very soft because it's filled with fluid. And this cyst is now what we call Bartholin cyst. Ideally, Bartholin cyst should, aside the fact that it gives a mild discomfort depending on the size, is usually not something to worry about. When this happens, it's usually on one of the glands. It's on very rare occasion that you would have a situation where both glands, the one on the right opening of the vagina and one of the left opening, will get clogged at the same time. Usually one, either the right one is blocked or the second one is blocked. For most women, this happens and it gets unnoticed. Like, they might not even know that has actually happened, because for various reasons, sometimes probably change in your hormone or anything. But sometimes as female, you might notice that you feel like a tingling, uncomfortable sensation around your vagina, and you are wondering that feels like a boil or something. You are trying to touch it, and then it's not really painful, but you know that there's something there, and there could be either like a peanut size, and you are wondering, oh, do I want to have a boil, or is there a boil trying to come up? But at the end of the day, you would notice that after 2 or 3 days, the thing disappears on its own. That is sometimes how Bartholin cyst forms on its own. Sometimes it will drain, it will disappear, and there is no issue. At some point, for some very fortunate female or women, this cyst does not drain itself, and then it keeps accumulating fluids. It keeps getting bigger and very, very uncomfortable, just as in this image that I'm sharing. It gets really big, and sometimes walking or sitting might be difficult, because you just feel like there is a ball or something there between your thighs, and you know, if you have anything there, for except you're a man, for a woman, it will be very uncomfortable for you to walk, and then your brain keeps telling you that no, there's something there, and it gives little discomfort. This is usually common in women within the reproductive age. This is because the Bartholin gland actually doesn't start to function until a woman reaches puberty, and it stops just as she enters menopause, because at that time it starts to shrink, since the woman is actually entering menopause or is already on menopause. Except this cyst gives you a major discomfort or pain, most times when you even go to the doctor, they would really probably give you antibiotics and painkillers. If you are feeling any pain, they will just give you that and tell you to just watch it and all that. They would really not do anything about it, and this is because the medical solution for it is actually a surgery. So except you are at the worst situation, they would really not prescribe that for you. Now that is the trap. Once you have a Bartholin cyst, it keeps getting bigger and you are not doing anything about it. You are in for it. And I'm sorry to scare you, but when you meet with gone through this, you would know that this is not a funny situation, because when a Bartholin cyst gets abscessed, it has pus, like you have a big boil down there, and the pain is not compared to having a boil, or maybe what we call this infection on the nail, probably called wiclo here in Nigeria. You can't even compare it to that kind of pain, because most women, that it's like a moment in hell. You can't even compare it to probably vaginal birth or something. And most women, when they have it, they can't sit. It's not anybody that has a abscess, Bartholin abscess, will feel pain, excruciating pain. They can't sit, they can't walk, they can't do anything. Even if you have a toddler you're trying to take care of, just forget it. Get somebody else to help you look after it. And all the person would be thinking of is how just to get out of that kind of pain. That is why you see most women going to the extreme. Some will even say, oh, they want to cut it open themselves and allow the fluid to drain and all that. Because most times what they have to do is just to roll in bed and cry and all that. I don't want to, in fact, I've gone so much into the pain, but I don't really intend to scare you, but just to make you understand, while you have to also educate somebody, or how to give support to somebody that is passing through that at any particular point in time. So I sincerely pray for you as a woman, that if you have never experienced this, may you not experience it in Jesus' name, because it is not a funny situation to be. And imagine when you have you are in a particular situation or discomfort, and you cannot even tell people confidently what is actually wrong with you. I know by now you are wondering, what can be the cause of this? What can cause a Bartholin gland to be clogged or blocked, or what can actually cause it to be infected? You are already thinking, well, hormonal imbalance, hormonal changes have been implicated in this. That when your hormone is actually changing, it could affect the way the Bartholin gland functions, and then the fluid could get accumulated. But most often with hormonal imbalance, the hormone is going back and forth. It regulates itself, and sometimes it drains itself. And then another thing that has been found guilty is probably a surgery to the vagina, or injury to that particular area, or probably you have an infection. Infection has also been implicated in this, that it causes the Bartholin gland to be blocked. But majorly, what causes Bartholin abscess is infection. If the cyst is there, it keeps growing, and God help you, you come down with either Staphylococcus aureus, you come down with Candida, with bacterial vaginosis, or many form of STI, and the cyst gets infected. Then you just started teaching. I know this is not a funny situation, but it's just it's amazing or amusing the way the body of a woman works. I just feel like men get away with a lot of things, but women, we actually don't. That is why you have to decide and make decisions for yourself and stand by it. Sometimes men don't even understand, or they can't get the total picture of things like this, but you as a woman, you have to understand and stand up for yourself at any point in time. So this is what has been implicated. And then for the Bartholin abscess, there are several solutions. I know you're already thinking, is there no treatment? Actually, there is treatment for it. There is treatment for it, but this video is long enough. This video is about, almost 12 minutes now, or if not more than. And so in the next video, I'll be talking to you essentially on how to treat Bartholin cyst. I'll be profiling to you generously the medical solutions that are available, and then the home remedies that you can also use to treat Bartholin cyst. And so I'll also be sharing with you tips on how to avoid reoccurrence and what you are expected to do, also on how to avoid having one. So if you have really enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have ever experienced Bartholin cyst, or if there's something you actually still want me to talk about, please mention it in the comment section. And ultimately, please subscribe to my channel. Subscription is free, you don't have to pay. And also click on the notification bell so that as the video keeps coming, you would be the first person to get to know this video. Thank you very much for your time. Take care of yourself, and remember that I love you so much. Please take very good care of yourself. Thank you, and bye bye.